If I see people on the mat in the beginner's courses with socks on, like they're pure new, it's maybe a hostile environment. You got stupid fighters coming up like, get their fucking socks off.
Fighting out of the G4 Studios, Scotland, Paul Fairchew Craig, Chris the Bad Guy Bungard, Ross Cooper. Presenting from the street or in the shade, it's time for Leather Podcast.
What's happening, guys? Today we've not got fucking the bear Jew, obviously to my left here. We've got a special guest joining us to add to the trio. Roger the Alien.
Fuck you, man. That's going to stick.
I was up for
Chris Toll, man. Fucking 1:30 the fucking a pint and two shots, obviously.
Lads, thanks for having me, man.
I was up for not even introducing him, just acting like he's always
you
here.
need to, I felt we needed to, man.
Who put that life-size gnome on the chair?
What's been going on?
This is
anyway?
totally different for your podcast, as you know, because
I know,
you watch us and listen to us, which we appreciate, by the way.
Aye, I love it, man. I love it.
Not that different. You say a couple of...
Aye, I know.
It's a lot different.
you know, you didn't hold back too much.
Stuff that you say, we cut it out of our podcast.
Sometimes it just gets cut with us now.
I know.
We don't even get asked.
We used to get asked, could we talk about set? You want to leave that in? Aye, leave that in. Now it's just done for us.
Don't bother, my man.
So you know how I was like there where I was getting it's got a heavy gay, right? But I was getting a spa pedicure on my feet.
Why?
Just getting ready for the Olympics, bro, with the rest of these fucking gays. Shout out to Mona Bashara and Coatbridge. I think they were just
You're in Coatbridge, you could have picked me up.
I know, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was actually thinking. I think they were seeing my videos online. They're like, you need to get in here and get the feet seen now. But I've got fighters' feet, not me.
Mine
Like,
are smashed.
14-year, like just kicking people and grappling on mats. Hiking and playing football. I've not got good feet, man, at all. But tell you what, they're smooth now, man. I was moonwalking my way in here, man. So I'll probably get them done fight week again.
I got one of my feet caught under the cage the other night and fucking pulled my foot out, whole big, what was left of my big toenail fucking right off, man.
So I used to get playing football. Like my big toenails used to bruise, then just fall off.
Aye.
Every game. I don't know if it's because the football boots I was wearing, but it happened like my full fit amateur career, really. And they would just get bruised up. That's the same about to fall off. See, since I stopped playing football,
been fine.
My big toenails have been white as fucking rice.
I didn't want to jinx it because usually I get loads of bother with my feet when I'm training, and I've not had any actual like bad bruising, broken bones, nothing. Everything's, and I'm just like, I just fucking stay that way. Like last 3 weeks, just fucking hanging there.
Do you think that's like, see, a lot of people don't want to kind of take part in like Jiu-Jitsu, just say, or MMA, or you get a lot of newcomers that don't want to kind of take their socks off going on the mats.
Because their feet are fucking rank.
See the beginners.
Aye.
See, if I see people on the mat in the beginners courses with socks on, like they're pure new, it's maybe a hostile environment. You got stupid fighters coming up like, get their fucking socks off. Go take your socks off. Because they're in their house or they're travelling everywhere with their socks and they bring their fucking their wee puby socks onto the mat. Know what I mean?
I know. That's what drags shit on the mats, but
they're nervous and I'm like, go get them off, and they're just like, don't want to do it.
But you're a bastard, man. I can imagine that.
But see, once you get in it, grappling, you've got feet in your face, you've got fucking hairs in the mat. It is different, and it's something that no everybody would like, and especially when you start getting into the grappling, people actually attack your feet.
Mate, not even that. See if somebody like grinds their fucking heat. See when you're like trapped up against the cage or the wall and people grind their head and they've got a beard or they've got like, see me with a shave, I'm always like, I better give my head a quick buzz before training. Because see when a fucking stubbly head rubs down your face, mate, it's sore.
I remember one of my fights in Wembley, I fought a baldy guy called Charlie Leedy, and like he pinned me against the cage and it was like the strongest pressure I've ever felt in my life. Plus it was just grinding on me and I was like, this is a boulder. This is literally a boulder. I couldn't move it. It was
And
horrible,
it's jaggy
man.
on the top.
Horrible. I was sparring with Michael on Friday though, and they knew because my hair's so long, when it gets sweaty, it comes down my eyes like a barcode, man.
Very
An
like
actual
killer
barcode fringe. So I put it in my daughter's bobble. I'm not like I know feet pedicures now, bobbles in the hair, but I was sparring with Mikey and I literally whipped home with my
You
hair.
were right, by the way. That's the sound gaze folks.
I ain't no fag, man.
Say that on your
So-
Not a
podcast.
fucking buff guy.
I whipped him with my hair, man. He's like, your man bun just like whipped me under the sweat. I'm like, good, get a takedown there. You know what I mean?
By the way, you think your feet are bad? Mine look like fucking puddles. Check this out. Look at that. You ever seen a foot?
Putters.
That's what it says.
Paul would have loved that
Puddles,
one.
Putters, man, aye. Oh.
Dear, oh dear.
Since you touched on, obviously we'll go into the UFC, but since you touched on the Comic-Con thing,
Aye.
what about Doctor Doom?
I saw it, man.
What about the pop?
Even my son was talking about it. He was like, you know, it's like,
Do you know what? We recorded yesterday, and I had to talk Grado into watching it, right? Because he's not interested in superhero movies or anything like that. And I was like, no, mate. In wrestling terms, this is fucking Legion of Doom
Did you
shit,
see
man.
other videos where people were trying to guess who it was and that?
You're like, Jared Leto.
Aye,
is that what people thought it was going to be,
Aye,
though?
so-
What if I'm doing like the Iron Man pose though?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was
Exactly.
cool. I like fucking big Robert Downey Jr.
It was
I'm
supposed to
obviously
say- it was same mask, different mask, same task.
aye, is that right?
So I wonder what they're going to do with the storyline.
It's like it's got to be a different fucking.
I'm not like a
universe
mega
or something.
superhero fan, but my son is, so by default, you kind of have to stay up to date with it, and I try, but there's fucking so much.
But
mate.
it's the old writers that done like Endgame and Infinity War,
Is
innit?
it them that are
Russo,
back?
Russo, that is. So
Yes.
for these ones, so you just know they're got to be already better than the shit.
Still to this day, I think Endgame is probably the best cinema experience I've ever
Aye,
had.
I would agree with that. Top tier. That was top tier cinema.
Aye,
And then
it really was.
everything else after that has been dog shit, man.
I know, but have you seen Deadpool yet?
I've not seen a new one.
No, it's maybe really good,
Aye.
man. So I'm going to go and see that, I think, this week.
I had a ticket for it on Thursday, but ended up not being able to go. But again, I wanted to take the fucking wee man, but it's an 18.
Is
Is
it
it? I think it might be an 8.
We don't want to
sorry,
get
a
any
15.
Ross in
Aye.
cinemas with the
I've had a
kids.
couple of issues with it. We try to take him to films he's not old enough
Sure,
for.
that happened to me at your fight. So it
The
did.
wee man?
I brought the Wayne with me, and
Aye.
we didn't know it was over 18s.
Aye.
So I'll not name any names or anything like that. Obviously, I don't want to get him into any
Aye.
bother. I met you as soon as we get through the gates, remember?
Aye.
A wee woman come up and she's like, have you got any ID? I'm like, no, I says, he's just turned 18 the other day. He's not pure lying, do you know what I mean?
Aye, okay.
He's just turned 18 the other day. I mean, you look at my boy, you know he's no fucking 18, do you know what I mean? So the woman's like, listen, in fact, the people in front of us get turned away, right? Because one of them was too young. So we're sitting there, we're like, what are we going to do here? Because I can't leave the Wayne, need to take him home. We're
Aye.
going to miss the fights as well.
Aye.
I was like, fuck it, we'll chance our arm. So we're like, he's not got any idea. The woman went like, listen, going up to that woman there and speak nice to her. Just say what you've said to me. I went, right, no boss. So we went up, she's like, any ID? No, you can't get in. And then the first woman that I spoke to come round the back and she went like, oh, how yous doing? On yous go. I was like, how could you not just fucking take us through the first time
I
instead
know.
of giving us a fear? But I could imagine you wouldn't react too well to fucking the wee man getting turned away.
No,
for
I
something.
went fucking mad. I'm still banned for the pictures.
What one?
View Cinema in Livingston.
Oh,
What was it? What, Minions or some shit like that?
5 Nights at Freddy's. It was on Halloween night.
that's a kid's movie though, is
I
it not?
thought so, but then so it was funny because they were like, if you didn't leave, we'll phone the police. And I was like, fucking phone them. I'm like, it's Halloween night. There's no police coming down to the cinema. I'm like, they're busy. I was like, so phone all the fucking. We ended up seeing it, but that's what he was saying the other day. He's like, aliens coming out, and it's a 15, Dad. What we going to do? I was like,
There's more than one cinema in this world, kid.
exactly. We're gonna have to come up with something. I need to get him some form of ID. So anybody wants to help a bro out. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely got to see Deadpool in the cinema though.
Aye.
Like,
I like to see that and I like to see Twisters in it.
aye.
That's another one that would be a
Looks
good
good, eh?
cinema film. You know what I mean? My mate went to see it in 4D. Fucking seat moves and all that shit, and you get
Aye,
splashed
really?
with water and shit.
Where
Aye.
was that?
In the town, in Cineworld, I'm sure they do it, or it's maybe the science centre or
Fucking
something
up
like
their game here.
Aye, somebody
Aye,
running
it's
by.
like,
and
aye,
blowing
like
you,
you're,
innit?
you're fucking, you get the wind.
I'm usually,
Just a boy at the side
I'm
of you
usually getting a
chucking
different blow at the cinema. I don't know, fucking.
Aye, along with your pedicures, you big fucking Jesse.
How was your trip anyway?
The trip was class, man. like obviously people who know me, they know what I like doing. Like, I like going to film locations, I like hiking, I love Celtic, and I love training, and that's all I've done on the trip. And then I just came home, man. It was brilliant.
Some of the photos you sent, I don't know if you put them up yet, but the ones you had sent us with the Mohicans picked fucking quality.
There was a couple of few sketchy bits, but
where it was North Carolina.
North Carolina. I was in like the Blue Ridge Mountains and that, and but
West
like,
Virginia.
What? Once you get
Come on, nobody. That's a belter.
I got it.
I got it. I just.
I'll be honest with you, it was shite, mate.
That's a good one.
This is a Grado and fucking Boba you're sitting with, you know what I mean?
Listen, let's compare viewers. Anyway.
I hope this doesn't bomb now that you said that.
You bastards.
Right, but sometimes you're going through the mountains, you've no fucking signal. So
something goes wrong, it's game over.
One of the days I was doing Mount Mitchell with my two mates from America, but they were getting me at a campsite and I was coming from the other side, North Carolina, Asheville. So I wanted to go to this lookout bit at the top of the mountain where it, at the start of last of Mohicans is, and it's just a look at them all. So I'm coming up the back end of this mountain basically, right, just to get to this, and then I'm like, I had no signal, so I'm like, and I was running out of gas, man. I know what it was like.
If you never learned your lesson,
it was like 5 in the morning, right? So I get the lookout, I get the nice shot, it was all blue, man, it was mad. Nobody there for hours, right? And then I found the wee pin on my map, it was like the campsite. It didn't give me a route to it because I couldn't get a signal, but it showed me where it was so I could kind of zoom in the roads, right?
Work out enough of it.
This is the road. And I'm talking a single road, no passing point.
Did you have the rain with you at this point?
Eh?
Was it rain over there?
No, it was just me.
All right.
No passing point, single road down the back end of this mountain to get to this campsite. We run out, with no signal and run out of gas. And it was just like, and then there was no passing bit. So I'm like, if there was any motor come this way, I don't know what the fuck I was going to do. I couldn't reverse, I couldn't go anywhere. And then I was going through these roads, it was like closed signs and all, as if it was abandoned road.
Fucking Jeepers Creepers.
I'm just like, Jesus Christ, pitch black and all, man. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man. And then it's like, I was just going further and further away to the mountain. I'm like, where's the closest petrol station as well? Even if I get there, how am I going? Like, where am I going? I'm in the mountains, man. So I was sweating at that point. Eventually, I just came all the way down the mountain. Boom, the campsite was right there, man. Head up, going. But there's a few sketchy bits.
But see, when you do things like that after it, you're like, fucking knew it. I knew I'd be fine again.
See, also, I'll get a story out of this. That one, do you know what I mean? This is terrifying, but I'll get a story out of this.
It's going to be alright. It's going to be alright.
You can tell, see, when I'm under pressure driving and I'm most or something, like I start to come
squirm a bit.
I come up towards the steering wheel. I'm like, turn the music down and all that. Like, oh no.
Turn the music down to help you see the road better.
Why do you do that, buddy?
I know, but it was brilliant. Done Mount Mitchell, which was a hard hike. It was like 8 hours or something, but it was quite a steady one. Just the elevation.
It's a lot of ground covered.
Just a lot of steps, man. But it was like 60,000 steps or something. But
many other people out there on the hills, or
we passed a few.
Because you said the weather was new.
Aye,
so weather was a bit sketchy.
A storm, like a storm, but no when we were on the mountain. See, as soon as I came off the mountain, done the podcast with you, see driving to the American Top Team gym, horrendous, man. Aye. And I'm talking, the roads were flooded. It comes right off the mountains. Motors were abandoned, floating. Right, the gym was right there, and I'm just like, the gym's there. Like, looking, I'm like, can I go the long way? Everybody was just U-turning, so I ended up going the long way, and there was like at the road, and so the water came and ran off. I couldn't get in the gym. It was that bad, just lightning, and I'm just had to sit outside the gym for like 10 minutes before I could go in, man. And I go in, train with some of the guys that were in the UFC and all that, and I'm like, is this normal? They're like, pretty much, aye.
They were just cool with it, aye.
Pretty much, aye. I'm like, fucking hell.
Is that part of the attraction of doing that? See the risk factor? Like, I know you, Chris. I know the fucking sort of person you are. I think you would probably be willing some fucking fucked up shit to happen.
It's not only that. It's like, I've done this before. It's gonna be all right. Like, I love that.
See that story you tell me about Tunisia, mate? That curls my fucking toes.
One thing I do want to happen, and I've hiked all over America or Canada, I do want to encounter a bear. I do. One time, there's signs everywhere. I've went to places where it's an actual bear lookout with hundreds of salmon in the water in Alaska and all that.
Aye.
No bear. They're like, oh, you just missed them. I done a hike there to get. So the last scene, the last of my hikings where they're on top of the waterfall with the kiln. Like, I hiked to the top of that myself just to get this shot. Right, first person in the national park at 8:30. Couple hours up to it, but there was signs for bears everywhere. But I was listening to Rogan, right, and then all I heard was like as if the predator had fell through the tree.
Right.
See that way, but you can't see none, but you couldn't see shit. And there was bear signs. I'm just like, right, these earphones are coming out, right? Because I want to actually hear something, see it. Then I'll be honest with you, I would run for a bear.
Aye. You know, man, run for make yourself big for a brown bear and something else for a black bear. Is it you cower or something like that?
I don't know, man. I think
you're supposed to shout and make noise. You're supposed to make noise. Apparently, they know you're there.
You need to watch out for.
They know if you're there.
They've been watching.
So you do.
So.
I'm saying you need to watch out for the black bears, man. They hang about in gangs.
They're strapped.
Why looking at me? Like I was going to join in with that nonsense. Like, you think this is...
So I finally get to the top of this waterfall. I'm going to get the shot I want. I'm the only person here. I was starting to fucking be like, I'm not counting here. Like, nobody was here. I was done a hike. There's nobody here. What if some cunt just munches me? Then they can't go, no.
It's the size of it would get to you at that point as well. When you look about and you're like,
and they're quick, mate.
I think you just
go up.
I think climb the trees,
man.
I think you would just go for it, eh?
I fucking struggle to climb up curbs.
One or two claws and you're gone.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Like,
but you would still fight it back to the wall. Like, we're trapped now. You're no just... I didn't think you would cower, eh?
That's the thing that you're saying. Like, you're a fan of Bill Burr, aren't you?
Aye.
Right, see, his podcast, he was explaining that they don't kill you. They eat you alive, mate. They eat you alive.
Eat your ass first.
That's worse, man.
You aren't bringing food in here, mate.
Just sitting like that, and all your guts are getting...
Man.
Just sitting like that and all your intestines are getting munched and all, you know what I mean?
And it just shags you for
so
a
I
laugh,
go to the top of the waterfall, right, I'm buzzing, I'm going to get this
It's a different type of bear.
Bear back.
You'd catch him in Edinburgh all the time, big hairy fat guys just out fucking looking for young gays.
Big fucking oos at their belly button.
Come here, boy.
Get to the top, right, I'm buzzing, got to get this shot. There's a fucking park ranger posted at the very end of the trail. How do, man? I'm just like, you bastard, because you would have to, like, it's like here to that level, they droop down to get the shot, and like, he was just...
So where the path takes you is above
it just goes
scene.
up a wee bit, so you need to 3 down into, like, the grass and that.
Could he not have accidentally fell off the hangman, or?
Because there'll be...
Honestly,
the reason he's there,
fuming, mate. I was fuming because I wanted the actual shot looking down all the mountains and that, right? I was like, do you see any bears or that? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, I just seen one coming up. I'm like, all right. I was like, what did you do? He's like, I just clapped at it. I'm like, all right, you clapped it at the bear, right? I'll know that for the way down, man. You know what I mean? So I must have just missed one if he got one, because I was the first one up.
Aye.
But I'd like to encounter a bear. Obviously, one, I'd shit myself.
Aye.
But 2, I don't know, man.
Get loads in Romania. There's loads in Europe now, like Sweden too.
Poland's got a lot, man.
The thing is though, right, a bear, fair enough, that's terrifying, but I think you'd shite yourself if you encountered any sort of thing out there, man, at all.
I see the noises coming through the trees. Like snakes, fucking all sorts, man.
Mountain lion.
That's the one. That's it. I fuck up, man.
That will, and that is already watching you.
Aye.
It's seen you for a while,
You're slick, man.
And now it's decided it's going to come out.
Aye,
That's when you feel like, oh, I'm proper.
Kill you as well. That'll kill you straight away. It goes for the jugular, man.
Aye.
That would be shit.
Aye, there's stealth mode the hangs into.
So I take it the park rangers there because people have been going on taking a photo, fucking falling off.
I still sorry, I couldn't used to climb that every day.
I know.
What a joke.
Simulating like a 500-foot drop the waterfall, but
simulating big magua going off.
So some of the bits had like deteriorated, and so they closed some of the side of the mountain off because obviously the bit where they shoot the film. That bit that's closed off. But
was it like mossy and fucking slippy, or was
that
it?
Side. I had to kind of hike round the back. But there was.
You're all right, mate.
It's a cool So cool spot. And then obviously I went to the Celtic game and we beat Man City 4-3. Pre-season friendly, aye, but it was still cool to see like
a wee feature on the website and shit like that as well, mate. It was pretty cool.
That's right, aye. It's cool to see Haaland in person because he comes a unit. I was standing beside him and I'm like, you're fucking massive, man.
Aye.
And he scored an all. But Celtic played some good football. I know it's pre-season that, but it's still good to see for the future, for the
season coming up.
The season coming ahead, but still need a few wee signings, I think.
I'm excited.
I was at the Hibs Peter Heath game.
I was
Big
at
game.
Man City to Peter Heath.
You're a Hearts man.
Oh my! But I was working. I work at the Hibs Hospitality, so it's just stand there, just
stand up and all.
I get on all right with them.
Aye.
Not everybody. Not everybody gets it. No other
I'll
lads.
just look out for your safety, but you won't feed us that.
Aye, no other lads get it. Like the ones who are
we all don't get fed up here or not. There's two guys behind the camera.
The food is good at Easter Road.
Face full of fucking Black Rooster.
We're doing a thing at Easter Road. I don't know if is it public.
Why no White Rooster?
Oh, where is it?
We're doing. We're opening their new venue in the stadium. They've got a new venue or something. Am I right, Greg?
Where? Hibs?
They're opening a new hospitality lounge.
Where?
I'm not sure exactly where in the stadium yet.
Right, Easter Road?
Aye.
I'll have to fucking work at that. Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Come on as a guest.
I'll come on.
I'll get a Hearts fan on as a guest at Easter Road.
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care.
But I think we're looking good, man. The football that we're playing now is.
Chelsea game was a good,
You like Celtic as well, eh?
Aye, keep a shite for a pint and 2 shots.
I know, eh?
Anyway, I can still talk about it. So they asked me for an interview for Celtic TV with Greg's good pal. And then I done an interview. It was after the game though. It was the day after. And they're like, "Oh, come in outside for some photos for a photo shoot in the courtyard." No, I'm like, aye, all right then. And it was a full blown photo shoot here, there, everywhere. I drove for there to training in Charlotte, and they'd already fired it up, man. I'm like, I'm trying to drive. I'm like, oh, great. You know, it's no usual.
Bing, bing, bing,
usuals,
bing.
People loving it, people slating you, people. It's just like.
Is that the new strip eye that you had on?
No, it's like a training warm-up top.
Classic.
Right.
Yeah,
it's good, but
I like it. It looks like my Grand Scotland's better.
I was going to say, it looks like the sort of curtains you'd get.
Look Catholic as fuck.
And a carpet in an Indian restaurant or something like that.
So my last story I'll tell for the trip was once I trained at Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu, which was amazing. I trained with this old guy, and he's a wizard, but he was so down to earth, and he loved me being there. He loved just showing me stuff, and it was class, man. Class guy.
No gi, aye.
Aye. No gi. Guy was called John, but he was the world champion in the gi in the worlds and stuff like that. But he's like 47 now. But great guy, man. Anyway, so I done his session. I rolled with all his guys. Done brilliant, man. And I had to head right for the airport right after that. So I'm talking, I've still got all my shit on, right? Aye, what do we wear, Ross?
Fucking tight shorts, groin guard, and fucking rash guard.
So I'm driving.
You're all decked out in all your Anaconda fightwear stuff, mate.
Of course, mate. I'm aware everywhere, mate.
That's a game, get it.
So I'm driving, tight shorts, the actual cup, my cup is like a weapon.
Aye.
Like, there's no weapon under it, but there's a weapon above it. I mean, it's steel plate, man. It's like mad tie.
The tie ones, aye. Have you got the ones with the strings, aye? Like the, have you? Aye, is that the one you use?
Well, one cup there about the string.
Aye.
So, shorts, but I'm sweating, it's roasting, I'm trying to fucking check in. So, but I'm returning my car back to the rentals. So I jump out, man. As you know, if you've returned the car at the airport, there's a queue, the checks, you're good to go. 4 black lasses, right? This is doesn't make a joke any better, but it's funny, right?
Usually is.
So I jump out, right? How you doing, man? Love the tattoos, whatever, blah blah blah. Good to go. Eyes are all, you're all good, right? So
some dick on you for a honky.
The doors are all open, right? Because I've got fucking.
I thought you watched this podcast, mate.
I do. So that caught me right off guard.
The doors are all open because I've got shit everywhere. I'm just trying to put it in my suitcase and all that. So the doors are open. I'm in between 2 doors. I'm just like, fuck it, man. Just got changed, right? The cop had to come off the sweaty boxers and all that. Like, I was in the airport, like car park basically, and then just to hear one of the chicks, man. I seen it all. I seen it all. Oh, baby, I seen it all. I turned around, man. The two of them are just laughing, man. Like, I'm like, there's enough to go around, man. And then the other guy's just like, yeah, man, come on, man. I'm like, wait, you don't like it, man? Like, it's funny.
Need some for the rest of us, motherfucker.
I was like, I know you're packing anyway, fuck's sake.
Was he a black guy? Like,
Aye, but
what's he moaning for?
But it's funny, man. She was eyeing it up, man. She was eyeing up like Thanksgiving dinner. But
so you had a good time.
so that was a funny story to end it.
Nice wee trip, Fender.
But
It's funny.
So, guys, if you have been involved in an accident, why not hit up G4 Claims? Who will deal with your whole... Did you like that segue?
have we not done one?
No
Not
G4
for
now.
G4 Claims. Who will deal with your full claim? Ross, how can we get in contact with these people at G4 Claims?
01698 767 172.
That was obviously the phone number that Ross just started raving off the number because he dreams about this number. Or
do.
if you don't have a phone,
Well, you can get them on WhatsApp, which is their most preferred method of communication now.
and please do not send any inappropriate pictures to the females that work in G4 Claims because it's inappropriate.
It's very rude.
And we laugh at them.
And you can also get them on the website or in the link in our description.
It's a no-brainer, am I right, Ross?
It is.
If you have been involved in a non-fault accident and you're looking for 100% of your claim, you're looking for a courtesy car, your whole claim as well, and you're looking not to deal with any of this hassle, then pass on to G4 Claims. And you're welcome. Ross, that number one more time.
01698 767 172.
The website, please.
Notatfaultclaim.com.
Keep it G4 Claims.
Good, mate. Told you watch a bit of UFC at the weekend.
I did, mate. I
Are we
watched
segueing in there?
Yes.
Is it about time?
watched the full card, man.
Aye. Who did you like?
Did you watch it live?
Aye.
Oof.
Aye.
Man's put
You're
in
a night
work.
hawk, though,
Knew he
you've
was,
got
knew he was
like
coming
that.
on here, so he's put in work for it.
You've got
I
like
work
night- you do night shifts and stuff,
I
aye.
work night shift,
Yeah,
so it
it's
works
a
out
piss
well
for you.
for me. So it does. I enjoy. I've got to hold my hands up, man. I was well impressed with Paddy.
Aye.
Well impressed with him, man.
Aye. I did see he was going to win. I thought I had a feeling he was going to win.
And
but
it was the kind of way we predict. But again, it was the best route to victory for him.
Yep.
Create a scramble, a submission attack,
I mean,
transition to something else.
See, MMA, it's such fine margins. See if that leg kick doesn't land when King's going for the takedown, could be a different scenario.
Oh,
altogether,
100%,
You know what I
aye.
mean?
don't call him King, man. Come on.
Well,
Call him B-Dog.
His name's Robert, not me.
Bob
Rob.
Green,
Bob Green. Rob Green.
Bobby Bell.
Rob Green.
See, he's putting him out cold, man. See the picture where he's jumped the cage and he's still lying. fucking-
Aye.
It's rough.
Aye.
Aye, like the overhead camera.
Aye,
Looks
man.
like, it looks
But-
like the end of fucking
I
The
thought
Shining or something.
I
that's
thought the
a
arm
ru-
was going to break. I'm glad the ref stepped in when he did because I thought we're going to get a fucking
Aye.
Jamal Hill situation here.
Well, that's what he said to his corner after he spoke to Green. He went into his corner, Paddy. He went like, he's just told me I broke his arm, and then starts laughing, which pissed me off a bit.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Rank number 15 now, man. So he's doing something right, you know what I mean? But
Well-
the other 14 are absolute killers, man. So
For sure. So what? So how has the Michael Chandler thing appeared? Paddy Pimblett, Michael Chandler. Why is this? Is this just internet guys on the internet going, I'd like to see that type of fight? Or
I've not seen any.
mate, I'm at the stage now where I'm like, what difference does it make who he fights now? Kind of fucking 30 fights or something.
Well, he's
Difference it making?
want to fight Meccano. Meccano's want to fight him. So that's probably.
So it's on.
As he called him out after the fight.
I
Like,
think that's the one he's maybe win the most at the top 15. Meccano, Hooker,
Oh, it was Sonnen who started it.
Chandler, maybe. If
I
he get past the
think
power.
he beats Hooker, eh?
Uh,
I think he beats Hooker.
aye.
The only,
Dan
thing, the,
Hooker.
only thing is, the only thing is the jab, the length of Dan Hooker's going to be a problem for him, but
Dan Hooker can grapple too. Like
Aye.
Dan Hooker's no slouch on the ground.
So he needs to fight one of them. He's
Aye.
in the rankings now.
Aye.
isn't it?
susceptible to getting fucking sparked clean out, but isn't
It's not going to happen
he? Nah.
with Paddy Pimblett, but well, fair then again, fuck.
Never know.
It might. So
Michael
he's
Bisping, Michael Bisping knocked out Rockhold, didn't he? Man? That still blows my mind.
Michael Bisping had a few KOs before then though.
Aye, true.
But so Paddy was your standout.
For the other night, I thought he was probably the standout, but I thought there was a lot of really good fights, man. And the week before, that fucking the boy that had just come off another fight a couple of weeks ago. See, last week
Apex card.
he'd just come off a fight a couple of weeks ago, and he'd split your man's eye open. The fight get
Oh,
called.
the Drew Dober fight.
That was fucking. That guy's incredible, man. He's one of the more exciting ones that I've seen coming up.
Aye.
But the thing is, but do you not think that we're oversaturated that much with cards. I've watched UFC for back in the day, like MMA, UFC for right back in the day, and I'm starting to know the cunts that are on the cards and all.
We're
that.
spoiled, eh? We're spoiled, mate. We've got so many great fights. It's impossible to keep up. What is it? I think it's about 760 signed fighters in there. It's impossible to keep up with all the guys.
That last one in the Apex, we had the 2 chicks. I mean, I honestly didn't know anybody in that card.
It was a good card though. There was a few good fights on it.
Sometimes that can surprise you a wee bit. If you don't know them, they're still
bringing themselves up and they're trying to make a name for themselves.
Still good to watch the fights.
Because they're coming out fighting, eh? Like, this is their chance to showcase what they've got. So,
That's true. What about yourself? What was your favourite fight of the weekend?
Tom Aspinall all day. It's hard to argue, eh? He's got to be like, I don't know, I hate doing the like, I called it, but I felt like everything was falling into place perfectly for him to get that type of win against Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is good, mate. There's no two ways about it. Curtis Blades is very fucking good. But I feel like he was going to put a big stamp on it and say, now what he's going to say. Now what he's got to say.
Blades is very much a gatekeeper, I think, in the heavyweight division now, isn't he? I mean,
I think the problem was the KOs for Francis.
Yep.
And after that, he never really... It's a tough gig for him. Is such a likeable guy as well. I didn't know about the stammer. And I never knew anything about that. And I just thought he just wasn't a media guy. He just didn't do it. But I hadn't heard that before. But no, I was very happy for Tom Aspinall.
Who do you think can take him? Do you think,
at this stage?
I don't think there's anybody. I said this to Grant, I think it was the other day. I was saying there's nobody. I even think he beats Jones. And I know a lot of folk are one side of the fence or the other, but I'm of the opinion that he's a different fighter than Jones has ever faced in his life.
I think Jon Jones is at a stage now where he's too smart to take a fight like that.
Aye.
Why would he bother? His money's made. His legacy's cemented. Like, he can just go and beat Stipe, go and beat Pereira. He doesn't have to fight Tom Aspinall. And that's what a lot of people are like, Jon Jones is injured and he should have gave up the belt. And why? Because then Tom Aspinall's the champ and he's calling the shots and he doesn't get to pick who he fights. So long as Jon Jones is the champ, he can go, I'm taking, listen, I've signed to fight Stipe and that's the fight I'm taking. And then I'm interested in the Pereira fight and I'm not interested in Tom Aspinall at all.
Do you not think that if they go away Jones versus Stipe, which is absolutely going to happen, undercard of that, they should do Pereira versus Aspinall then?
I'd like it. I'd watch it.
Dana said he was into it.
I'd watch it, but I think that's just another very one-sided fight.
Yeah,
I think it's and around. Like, I think it would just go the same way as the Curtis Blades, the Sergey Pavlovich.
Well, when you look at
you don't think so?
I don't think Tom would run through Pereira in a round. No.
When you look at the power that Tom's got, though,
you don't think he'd stop him?
I don't think he would knock him out.
Could sub him. Oh, he could definitely submit him. For sure he could submit him. Aye.
I'd like to see Tom fight Almeida.
I think he's the biggest challenge for Tom Aspinall.
I know he's coming off a loss here at Affy Blades, but I'm talking about he threw Blades about for the first 10 minutes about 20 times.
It was a very against the run of play win for Almeida. Like,
he's a high level grappler. Where I think if he maybe gets his hands on Tom, it could be a much better fight than a lot of fights that Tom's had. I don't know if you've seen much Almeida, but he's an animal. Heavyweight grappling animal. But
Aspinall's a good grappler as well, though.
He's great.
For sure. But
I do think he would beat Jon Jones, Tom. Just a different era. Young, hungry. John's had his time, mate. He's had his time, mate. He's won like 30 fights in a row, which is...
That's the thing. I've like I was saying, obviously I've watched UFC and MMA for a long time. I've seen Jon Jones live when he was on the undercard, UFC 100, and I didn't know who I was watching. And do you know that way, when I'm looking back, I'm like, I wish I had a better memory of actually seeing him fighting live. You know what I mean?
But he's also the type of guy that chases greatness as well. So like, if he beats Stipe and everybody's won it so much, like Jones would do the fight.
I don't think he's
whether he wins it or no is different, but
I don't think he's afraid to fight Tom. I just think he's going to go, fucking what is there in it for me?
Exactly.
Big risk.
They're treating, I know Stipe was obviously a great heavyweight champion, but they're treating him like an attraction like Conor McGregor or something like that, and he's not. You know what I mean? When was the last time he won a fight? 4 or 5 years ago or something?
Do you remember that Jon Jones has only ever had one fight at heavyweight?
That's true.
Tom's fought heavyweight his full career.
There's somebody we forgot about as well, Cyril Gane.
Cyril Gane, I've said this for the start, he was beat before he walked in with Jon Jones.
I think him and Tom was a great fight.
I like the fight.
Because of their style. They're always on their toes. The good thing about Tom is when he hurts you, he swarms.
Aye.
He does, aye.
He's a quick finisher. I would have liked to see it go on an extra 30 seconds because he's not completely out and he's just taking wee rabbits to the back. But
Jink Curtis Blades is getting up there.
he's not out, so
He's not out, but I think he
on his
was
knees.
one or two more. Half he
they're-
being
I
out.
don't know. They
I
need to be
I
harder.
love Blades, man. I think
You'd rather too late than too early.
It's definitely early. Definitely. He
reckon?
got knocked down by a jab. Got knocked down by a jab.
The two missed him. The two did miss him. The jab connected, but the two, and it was it was still only at like half extension as well.
That
When
shows you
you're
the power he's got, though.
on your back as well, it's a
Aye.
heavy guy as well. You're trying to go up, you're taking these shots.
Mm-hmm.
The rest got to jump in there, but I'd like to see him work up.
Mm.
Probably get really.
Well,
Because it's not the first time they've said this about Tom. Fights getting stopped early for him. So
And because of the way he swarms, though. He swarms like he.
and it's not
like a
just
shark.
that, like you're saying, he does swarm straight away, but see the power that he's... Alright, they look, when you're watching it, it looks as if they're a wee bit cumbersome, but
Aye, you wouldn't want
know the fucking power that's behind it, you know what I mean?
I think when he gets to that sort of leg riding position for the back, I didn't think Curtis Blades was going to get up fit. I thought Tom at the back of him there. I felt like it was a good stoppage, but I can see why people would go, no, I'd have liked to have let it. I'd have liked it to get, but I'm biased for Tom Aspinall anyway. If it was the other way around, I'd have been like, that's a fucking early stoppage. if it was the other way, I'd have said early stoppage.
Chrissy. The other team got a penalty, you're like, that's never a penalty, but if it's in the other box, you're like, it's a stone water.
What do you think of Mackay getting binned? Because this is the other big...
What?
Brought on his cellmate.
Aye. So
Like
for
that.
people that don't actually know some of these antics, so like he asked Cappy for a fight, for a photo to squash the beef with his Muslim friends and all that.
After doing the full salam alaikum and
He's walked off to take a photo. He agreed and he's cracked him, man. He
I wear his arm round him, put his arm round him and then punched him in the puss.
Seriously?
Aye, mate.
Aye, so
Yeah.
for me, then he bragged about it. For me, that's the rattiest move ever.
Yeah.
Aye.
Snaky move.
Dan has been dying to
And
cut him, hasn't he?
Now you've asked for the title shot for being 23, the youngest ever, and you've got your P45. you asked for the title shot, you got your papers, mate.
He's
So maybe if you weren't a wee pellet and a wee snaky cunt, then you maybe still be in
Well,
there.
you never know, mate. He might end up in your division or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
been
Well-
caught talking to PFL while he was under contract as well.
Is he?
NFL's not got a flyweight division.
That's
Have they
right.
not?
Aye. But his management
Well,
team have been
can come
caught
up.
talking to them.
Get him up. Get him up to lightweight, mate. Punch him about like an empty kappa tracky.
I
Don't
think
get me
he'll
wrong,
go.
the wee guy's been bred for success see, at a young age.
Aye.
He was 23-0 as an amateur, won the worlds, wrestled everywhere. He's from Manchester and Wigan. He's part of the wrestling team. He trains at Dagestani. I don't know what his ties in with that, if he was born there or whatever. But
Close to the same
he was-
barbers as them.
he's 14-0, 7-0 in the
Yeah,
UFC. So it was like, but backstage, he's starting to fight with everybody. Apparently, UFC, he says he's hard to deal with, hard to match, all this. So, and they don't like his style, clearly. Now he's starting to be a prick as well on the buses and through the back. So they're just like, you know what, we're not going to re-sign you.
They didn't have to entertain him. This is the thing.
Now he's pleading on Twitter, like, please re-sign
Aye.
me.
That's
okay,
not
mate,
good.
Maybe no cheap shots. And
What about
fucking-
your big mate and all? Big Mick.
Oh, Honor G bonus, man.
Mate,
Big Mickey.
Good
boy.
for
See, when
him,
he
man.
See him try to like even be celebrating happy. He's like, go on. Like,
yeah, you like
does he look normal? You know what I mean?
I was saying to Sammy about like
He'd be doing backflips and that, know what I mean?
me and my missus were watching it and we watched the fight and I hadn't been impressed by his last two fights, right? But
No, and he was anybody, man.
Right,
That first
we were
one,
away that last one, eh? Mind we were in
thank fuck, I didn't want to say that because I know that you're mates, you know what I mean? But-
Oh, I think he held his hands up and he said he was going to make
Somebody
an
said it
effort.
was the worst fight ever. The first one in Vegas.
So I was like to Sammy, I was like, oh fuck, Mick Parkin's fighting, man, he was terrible the last time. And then I was like, I like the fact that he doesn't have a ring nickname, right? I was like, see if it was me, my ring nickname would be Parallel.
He's Biggie Smiles.
Parallel.
Big Mick Parallel Parkin.
Alright, you fuck's sake. I thought you meant toe.
No, if it was me, it would be Disabled Parkin.
But I liked his.
Big Mickey, but great guy, mate. But
It couldn't happen to a better guy.
just sound at all the fundamentals. Everything's
smashed that
wired
boy,
down. Good stand-up jab, nice.
you know who he reminded
feet work.
me? And-
Basics are fucking nailed
Well,
in.
that's what I was going to say. He's boxing. See when he hurt the guy the first one, he's every follow-up shot connected. It reminded me of Conor McGregor. Genuinely, see like the accuracy of the punches.
He
Not the
didn't
speed.
rush.
Not the speed, obviously, but the accuracy, and that boy had no fucking chance, man.
Good,
He
man.
had no chance.
He didn't rush at all. He knew he'd hurt him. He took his time, picked his shots, and got the job done. Good for him, mate.
It's 100 grand.
Aye, quite.
Bonus,
Aye,
100 grand
Happy
bonus.
days, innit, man?
he deserves it, mate. He's a good cunt.
Paddy got 2, do you know that?
Aye.
He got 2 bonuses.
Was
So
it
he got
performance of
200
the night and submission of the night
Aye.
or something? Aye.
And Tom got the other one, so... Aye,
All right, innit?
So change.
You see Dana's comment?
Just gonna say, changing the bonuses now, saying they didn't makes no difference. Doesn't matter what time of the morning it is. Should be fighting for a bonus regardless. People saying, well, maybe didn't have them fighting at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. He's like, who gives a fuck what time it is?
Well, I was going to go to it until I found out what time the hangings were.
Aye.
See half of the cunts sleeping in the crowd. Or
Were they?
people just
Didn't know they stopped selling booze at 1 o'clock.
Aye, man.
That's
Saw a lot of
mad.
cunts scrapping too.
Aye, the drug dealers would have been right there. Man.
Aye, I know.
A lot
Aye,
of
but would
boys.
have been alright. I said too much.
I would have been fine.
No under 18s either.
Nah.
No under 18s allowed. It was just fucking
I think,
strictly.
I think when you're watching it, you could tell that they needed the Paddy Pimlet to
Aye, to
give
raise
Lift
the
the
crowd up
crowd.
again.
injection to fucking life,
Yep.
man. Even the walkout, like he plays it well.
Aye.
And that's what they needed. The finish just built it, segues right.
And then
into
Tom comes
boom.
out.
You know what I mean? That's what you needed.
Mate, it was the same though when we went to fucking London in July. Like until Paul fought, it had been pretty flat.
Aye.
There hadn't been much.
You need personality. You need finishes.
you need names as well.
Excitement, not me. You need somebody.
Names.
Like half of the cunts.
What was it? 7
Some of the
decisions.
cunts shouldn't even be on that card.
I think it was 7 decisions prior to that. Fucking,
Aye.
it's a lot. I know.
What's Paul saying about the new gloves? Has he tried them?
I think he's not fussed either way. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
he's like, I've never poked any cunt in the eyes anyway. So
No, I saved his arsehole against Shogun.
Bend the fucking knuckle. But scroll a wee bit, Greg. I see.
We never spoke about the
Aye.
main event, did we?
We don't need to spot. Fuck off. What about?
I'm with you.
Did you watch Arnold Allen fight?
Aye.
Against
I've seen all the fights. I've seen every
Aye.
fight. I watched it for the early prelims. Right all the
Alban
way
Elliott
through.
got one as well.
He won decision again.
That the boy Oban. Paul was telling me about him.
He's
It was-
a
it
big
was-
wrestling fan.
Aye, he was hanging with. I just thought that none of them really stood out.
No,
Like,
I know.
on, you know what I mean? Like back in the day when you would get the big build up. Remember, like for example, Paddy's debut in the UFC, there was a huge media circus around it and stuff like that, and folk were really buzzing for it. I don't think they're promoting their British fighters well enough, man.
Aye.
I really don't.
Aye, I think you're maybe right there. But we were talking about this, Greg, last week, weren't we, with the algorithm and stuff? Because I was like, this. I put on, I go on my Instagram, it's just Tom Aspinall, non-stop. I didn't get anything Paddy Pimblett. I didn't get anything
No.
anyone else. So I don't know if this is just the way the algorithm is gearing you towards, fucking he likes, and it's obviously listening to you talk as well. So
Guy's bending or not.
the fucking Paris Olympics opening ceremony, I loved it. It was right up my street.
What's going on there, man?
That was wild, wasn't it, man?
Did you see all the trannies jumping?
That's what happens when you let them out, mate.
Why looked like the
Fucking
Green Goblin out of Spider-Man? I'm like, what is going on?
can't see stuff written on their tits and that. You see all that stuff?
Some kind of the cock it.
I had the balls singing, Aye.
Seriously.
Aye,
I never
aye
seen
mate.
the
The balls
opening
singing
ceremony.
in the opening ceremony, Last Supper. Poor Jesus, respect to Big Jam Master J. Can he be fucking disrespecting the main man, eh?
Aye.
Oh.
Fucking the trans boxer just smashing cunts and all.
What's
man,
it?
see this?
I never even knew about this until the day.
What happened?
A trans boxer.
Tranny
Fucking battering women.
not
In the Olympics?
Aye, man.
Aye, boxer.
Mhm.
What?
Clarissa Shields kicking off about it, eh?
Knocked out the chick. It was a guy basically.
Aye. Clarissa Shields though did say she would be up for fighting men, then sparred one and got fucking bodied in a round. But you ever seen that before on
Aye,
YouTube?
she's thick, wasn't she?
Aye, yeah. Mate, I wouldn't be up for fucking fighting Clarissa.
Is that the boxer there?
That's the wee fella there, aye.
He's come out the house without his tits.
Still wanking the cunt.
It's mad, man.
He wanks before he competes.
Got to save up the testosterone, eh? Can't afford to fucking.
Lighten the load.
Aye. You like
Got to make
build
weight.
up-
Got to make weight.
You got to build it up in there before a fight, eh? You might hard on it. But
Don't do that shit, mate.
nah, you just shagging on fight
see
doing that.
people, I was like, the fighter doing, you know. Nah.
I think it's a load of bullshit.
What's the idea behind it?
That you're saving all your testosterone.
Really?
Aye. I think it's
I
fucking
wank like 3
makes
times a day.
makes the legs
Fucking
aye,
bother me,
minimum.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, how
Man,
do you think
fucking
my wrists are like this?
I had to have 3 before I had to have one in the motor before I come in here. I was like, fucking hell, it's hot driving through here today.
I can't get out of my bed without about 4 or 5.
Aye, there's no point. I'm good for fuck all. Oh, you've moved on to another card here.
Remember the episode of Family Guy when Quagmire discovers internet porn?
He's got the big massive there.
Just over there.
Massive fucking arm.
You ever tried to go lefty? You ever tried to switch
Oh mate,
it?
you know,
mate,
call it the
I'm
stranger.
ambidextrous.
You know, get that off fucking.
I know.
Like strangers when you sit on your hand.
Does it count if
go
you-
dead?
Does it count if you do dub work, no?
I wish I could. I wish I had enough to do it, mate.
They got
Only if you're getting at the old salt shaker, brother.
got fucking 10,000. What about that man, bitch, man? She's heavy famous now, innit?
Hawk to her.
For spitting on it, saying she spits on dicks.
I
Man.
bet she doesn't even, mate.
Imagine like you go to the montage bit, like, oh,
I do all
Mate,
it.
this video's weird, Dad.
montage,
Our
like,
dad,
oh, your daughter's doing
mate,
alright now.
our old boys sitting in the merch
That's
with
probably
like pure
Spartan.
Hawk Tour t-shirts and hats on there.
And
Like,
did you not make like fucking 3 million quid already or something
Probably
mad like
Spartan.
that?
Well, probably Spartan or dad's dick.
industry. Oh mate, he's a big fat motherfucker. Like, hey, looks like he rapes his parents. Like, looks that type of cunt.
On his belly up, like she's fucking.
Hills have eyes, cunt.
Come in and wash daddy's cock, baby.
That's actually how he sounds.
Finger in his butt,
But-
man.
Go get me my cock rag.
Brutal, man. Honestly, you see him with the t-shirts on and everything, Hawk, and he's got the cowboy hat with it on and
Mate,
everything.
that's your dog.
I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up.
Definitely getting his dick sucked there, man. She's probably talking that, man.
No,
I
listen,
would
imagine what
I'd
the man's
disown my
like.
daughter.
Imagine what the man's like if that's what the daughter's like. The man's into rimming and the full fucking shebang, isn't she, man?
There's every chance. There's a
Listen,
lot of mad tours out
She
here.
was front row at like all the fights and that, or the
Yeah.
games, or the basketball games.
Like, do you see her with the
Jake Paul
cowboy
fight.
boots and the hat and the fucking
She was brought on stage for a concert as well.
industry plant,
she
mate.
get absolutely
Industry
no
plant.
reaction.
So
I seen
fake.
that,
Aye,
man.
that was a rough one, wasn't it?
Aye.
You won a bit. You're like, is this? all you need
There's
to
not a
do?
lassie in this crowd that hasn't spat on a cock and you're on the stage. Know what I mean?
It's fucking, it's just pure brain rot, man. That's all. That's all these things are. That's fucking brain rot.
It's mate, you know, the standards have fallen. And I say this to them all the time. It's social media, man. It's social media. It's just a fucking absolute pox on humanity.
I don't know if you use it the right way.
Aye, it can be used for
Aye.
but what I'm saying is it's not used for the right
No.
way. Do you know what I mean? Like, see if somebody, like, when I was growing up, nobody would have been famous for that shit.
Nah.
You know what I mean? You had to go on to fucking Stars in Their Eyes to get famous when I was wee. When I was
We had
younger.
to fight cunts.
Your term's bragging, man.
No, mate. But listen, I've never let a bird fucking talk about my dick.
Guys, mixed martial arts, combat sports, jiu-jitsu, there's an element of injuries that are involved in this. So why not intervene before it becomes an issue? This can be something as simple as swelling, knee dislocation, pain in the knee. There's a whole host of things that can be linked with this. As some serious stuff like MCL tears, massive knee reconstructions. So why not use something that's going to just support you a little bit more? And where I would be looking is Anaconda. Anaconda's got a whole host of products out there to help prevent injuries. They're also there to help support you getting back to the mat as quickly as you possibly can. The one for me that stands out is the knee brace, and the reason I like the knee brace is there are a whole host of features that's going to help you get back on the mat and feel more confident if it's the knee issue you've got. It's got a rubberized band around the top that's going to stop it from slipping, which is quite a common issue with guys training. The knee brace slides down and offers no protection. It's also got straps at the side that offer support to the knee to stop that lateral movement. So as I'm saying, is if you've got a dislocated knee, or you've maybe got like some issues with your MCL, ACL, all this kind of stuff. Not only that, there's also an added gel pad in the inner that just protects that knee. If you're maybe putting some damage on the ground or landing heavy on that knee, this will definitely help you. So rather than suffering or not being able to train to your full potential, why not hit up Anaconda and look at their knee brace? It's just something that's going to help you get to the mat or stay in the mat a lot longer. Some of us are getting older, some of us are getting injuries for years ago. Why not look at Anaconda and use the support products that they've got to help you prolong your combat sport experience?
Like, do you think there's got to be a fucking massive race war in the UK?
A race war in the UK?
Aye.
What, because of the stabbings and stuff like that?
I feel like every city's just fucking kneeling down it.
I like this. Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
Innit? It's just working out everywhere. Every fucking city's
So,
something's happening and they're protesting, they're rioting.
Did you see the guy getting scalped in the head with a brick?
Brilliant. Then the boys.
Right,
Then
the boys right after
that
it.
guy's a fanny, man. That guy's
the
a-
boss.
Did you know see
I've
it?
not seen
You need to get up.
Show me this, mate.
He was doing like pure sort of dip, wasn't he, man?
It's a topper though.
Who was he? Was he or was he?
He's a white guy with a great jaw.
Right.
Right. But he goes out.
A white guy with a what?
Goes out to a grey joggy on.
Ah.
He goes out to
Was he a...
Was he a one of us?
No, like, if you go to him like... no, it gets a lot better.
Wait,
This. Watch this, Boz brick. But see, before it, there's one he's pure dancing and all, like a pure moon unit.
Mate, it's, how is
Oh,
he,
see the blood on
how
his
is
shoes?
he not collapsed?
Aye, his head's cut to
He's
fuck there.
absolutely had a fucking
See
nightmare.
if
man.
you're walking to that front line of the riot post.
Are you going to get hit
What
with
are you
stuff, mate?
expecting, mate?
Get with yourself.
Bricks are hard to
Streak of
throw,
piss,
mate.
man. You're an actual streak of piss, alky bastard.
Some are going to fall
What
short.
do you expect? to happen?
There's going to be friendly fire. Some are going to fall
He's
short.
lucky it's not a fucking Molotov or something like that. It could have been up what a lobby like.
So obviously, like everything that happened in was it Southport?
Mm-hmm.
Southport, like ridiculous. Like the guy should get killed right away.
Oh, mate,
He should
awful,
die.
horrible.
No matter what fucking race he is or skin colour, that doesn't bother me.
That's
you know
my
what I mean?
point of view as well, mate.
But, like, they should do it's just no trial. If he's caught, people seen it, their evidence, no trial, just death, man.
It's not even that. How do you in good conscience, I realise that obviously lawyers do this and this is their job and stuff like that, but how in good conscience can you defend somebody like that when you know that they're guilty?
Aye.
You know that they're guilty.
Did you see there was a video of him leaving his house? Just like in the morning, like just like stays in like a nice estate.
Aye.
And just jumping in the car, away you go. You're just like, this is the morning he left. He was gone to like where the actual incident happened. You're just like, what goes through these cunts' heads?
Well, that's the thing, Chris. You don't know. You could come out your
could be
front
a
door
neighbour.
and your neighbour. Like, see you later on. The next thing you know, they're on the news. They'll fucking blow their cell up or something like that.
But like, attacking kids is
That's a no-no, man.
It doesn't sit right with me, man.
That
But the
boy,
problem you've got with these guys, right, is, and I think it's obviously it's not all came out yet because the news is trying to soften it. It's trying to dampen emotions because it's.
Stop a war.
But if it turns out that he's done it because he's a fundamentalist Islamist, these people think they're doing the right thing. This is what people didn't remember. Like, he thinks he's doing everyone a favour by saying, look, this is the fucking plight of the Muslim in this part of the world, in this part of the world, this part of the world. I'm just highlighting to you that that's what's happening to us. And I think you should feel the same way. And that way you'll understand what we're going through. That's how they think. Right,
I get what
these
you mean.
people
I get what you
committing
mean.
these attacks, they think they're doing the right thing, mate. They fully believe, like, they have been fully indoctrinated, fully brainwashed, and fully believe he's not doing anything wrong.
You think that this is, look at this is happening in Palestine, this is what's happening to our kids.
That's absolutely it.
How do you feel?
It's
I've
absolutely
never even looked at it from that
That's
fucking
and
point
so
of view, man.
he genuinely probably thought he would. So the best example of this, the guy who killed Lee Rigby, so he's in prison now. He's going to be in prison forever. The young guys they bring in now, they bring it to him because that's what he said. He's like, I 100% thought this is the right thing to do. This is helping.
So he's
This is
reformed, this guy.
and he's reformed now. And they bring him like the young indoctrinated Islamist terrorist, and he sits there and goes, look, you're going to fucking end up here forever. You can't be this way. It's wrong, and this is why it's wrong. But he says prior to that, when he committed that attack, he fully believed that like he personally was persecuted because he was Muslim. Muslims across the world are persecuted, and he did the right thing by taking that man's life. And that's the way they think. And you can't beat somebody who thinks that way. And it's.
I think the parents of the young girls should decide what happens to that guy.
Well, that's what they do over
In
there.
a fucking room ourselves. Let's go. Or he should die.
We have a
It's-
selection of weapons.
It's horrible, mate,
Like,
because we've got young
I would
lasses.
do it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even
Mate.
need to think about it.
I'd bring back death with 1,000 cuts.
No, my daughter's the same age.
Wee lasses are just trying to do a fucking dance show and like their parents are all, like, you know what I mean? Then they need to get their phone calls like some fucking idiots just...
And then people are fucking mortified that the people of Southport go out and start chucking bricks and setting things on fire. I've fucking had enough, mate. You've only got to... You can't get it on mainstream news, but if you go into news outlets on other social medias, you see what's going on everywhere else. People aren't fucking stupid. Like, Leeds is on fire and the police getting chased about everywhere because of Romanians and another group there who aren't indigenous to the UK. Cunts are fucking sick of it. And I didn't blame them for being sick of it. I'd be fucking sick of it as well. If we're fortunate that we didn't have these problems in Scotland yet. But I think if you're just prepared to fucking sit there and take it, it's your own fault.
I get people got to be angry, but setting like fire to like shops, police cars, houses, that's not the right way to go about it.
I agree.
You're destroying your city.
I don't think it's fair to attack a mosque either, mate.
But at the same time,
because there's no name,
the
but
police,
that will be a target.
Exactly.
The police,
that was what it was down
the police
there,
arrested the boy. Have you seen the picture of the guy they arrested with a machete who went to the vigil?
No.
You seen that, Greg? They arrested a boy at the vigil with a fucking massive machete, and he didn't look like the people who we just watched in that footage there. He was. So it's like, how so are you racist for pointing out that they've got quite a dangerous element amongst them? You think that's racist? Do you?
No, but what you need to take into account is the fact that regardless, like Chris says, regardless of religion, colour, creed or whatever, there's that element in every fucking section of society.
Mm-hmm.
There definitely is. There's no doubt about it. You'll get Christian.
But why is it so prevalent in theirs?
Maybe it's just because the spotlight's put on it.
I think it's what I said. Like that faith fully believes they're doing you a favour.
Aye.
It's
Anyway.
anyway.
At the end of the day, religion is the start of every fucking war. So, regardless of what religion it is, they can all go and take a fuck to themselves.
I'm not a fan
At
of
the
it.
end of the day, you're a dead pigeon at the end of the day, not
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's that,
At the end of the day, hawk tour.
Aye, spit on that thing. That's what made them do it. They were just like fucking sick of this.
That's it, man.
Muslim guys are out there not getting their dick spat on, going to go mad.
Where's my machete?
You enjoying this podcast though?
Aye, mate.
Is that a bit
I'm
different for you?
not worried about my career at all.
chasing cunts with shisha.
Come here, you.
Aye, you're right, Greg, mate. Aye, yes.
Greg's nerves are jumping out. You see?
He's like, this is going to affect a pint 2 shots an hour.
I just think this is going to take me about 4 hours to cut out everything.
What are you going to cut out,
No,
mate?
we don't
Listen.
cut nothing.
We don't cut. Name your cutting. This is
For
the.
fuck's sake, I think I'm alright. I think I've covered myself.
If you say it,
I think I've saved myself.
if you say it in,
You're alright, you've got shades on.
They'll never recognise me.
if you say
There's a
it in,
wee
you
cunt half
shouldn't
American
have
da.
told. Rogers went racist. He's gone rogue.
Have you got any coming up, like acting wise, or any new gigs in it?
Not in the new, mate, no. I'm probably going to... Fuck you, Credo kills...
Put up the roast of Roger. He's got shades on. The roast of Roger.
That's come out my fucking nose there, never.
Credo calls me the crazy frog. Man, that is fucking... That is...
Fucking hell.
I know.
Why?
Yeah,
The Y one.
Oh, you're a great idea. His eyes are green too. That was fucking perfect.
My eyes are fucked.
Did you not call you a Furby, no?
Pregnant Furby.
Aye.
I know, he's a fucking bastard.
Listening the other day and he was talking about putting in a cupboard. No, I was like,
On a camper van. He's like, we'll do a
He's being
tour.
serious.
I'm like, alright, I says, we'll give me kit, which means obviously you film in the camper van, then you stop off and you go into a hotel at night, right? He's like, no, there's plenty of room, there's a wee cupboard that I could put you in. I'm like, aye, right, no bother.
put a pillow in it, that way.
I know, you'll be safe. You'll be safe. No bother, you fucking creep.
As a boy,
What are you watching these days? Are you
These
watching
days-
anything good on the fucking
Do you know what?
on the non-legal stick?
on my fire stick, aye, it's... What did I watch recently? I finished The Boys. You watch The Boys?
The new season.
Aye.
I've not seen the new
It's
season.
good, man. It's good. You watch
everyone
it?
loves it. I've not started it yet.
Do you know what? See what you're saying about the superhero thing? I was all superheroed out, man. Totally all superheroed out. Same way as yourself. And I just fired it on once and I was like, this has got something, man.
There's a different level of superhero in it,
Fucking
man.
Carol
You
Urban's.
seen any of it?
I've seen clips and stuff, but I've
Carol
not watched
Urban,
it. Aye.
See because they've got free reign because Amazon, it's no like regulated or anything like that because it's a streaming service. Some of the stuff that's in it is wild, man.
First couple of seasons were wild.
Aye.
I've not seen the new one.
Mate, there's a bit
Just
in the
thinking
new
about all
one.
the superheroes, right? But they're all just cunts and do what they want. And,
It's like me and you.
they would be the squid guy.
Are they cocaine cowboys? do they go on trips and they have a good time in that?
There's one.
not
See the
us.
scene with the dick? Like the jumps in the Japai. That scene's bonkers, man. So they actually had to make this big fake helmet.
Bobby.
Right.
And like the guy can shrink. And he went up the gay guy's dick and then just like
I mean, he's like a prostitute, eh?
became normal and like exploded.
No, what happened was, right, so, right, you need to add some context to that,
Because
Chris,
this is
right?
concerning.
They're
Right?
coke, isn't they?
No, what it is, he's hired him, the guy that can go down to that size is like Ant-Man,
Like an
he's like
Ant-Man.
a prostitute kind of thing, right?
Right.
And this guy's hired him, and he hires him to crawl inside his urethra and scratch the inside of his cock. This is his thing, right?
Why?
I
That,
forgot.
that's his thing, right?
Because he was doing coke, he sneezed.
Right, so they've been doing coke, and what's happened is he's fucking sneezed, and when he sneezed, he expanded back to his normal size and blew the cunt to bits, man. Mate, honestly,
That's good.
it's wild, but it is really entertaining.
Homelander's kind of like the bad Superman.
Homelander's Trump, isn't he? Let's be honest.
But the telly's tremendous, man.
It's really good, man.
But the squid guy who's like shagging himself and what?
Why would that be him, mate? Why would you say that? Why would you say such a thing?
See, at one point where he's, like, what is he, like shagging octopuses or something like that?
The deep. The deep, fucking, because he's
So I can't watch this with my son, no?
no, you can't
No,
watch it with your
yeah,
son,
anyways.
man. Fuck's sake.
What the fuck?
I would
These are
actually.
some weird guys, mate.
Mate, it's good, but you need to watch
Have
it,
you
man.
watched Slow Horses yet?
Well, always that.
Slow Horses. Grant and Greg told me to watch it. It's on Apple, but you'll get it other places. But it's.
I fucking meant to start watching this, actually. I've been watching that Those About
Mate.
to Die.
See Gary Oldman.
It's Gary Oldman in it.
He's the main guy. He plays Lamb.
And is this a TV show?
Aye, 3 seasons, mate. I'm telling
How
you.
have I never known
I'll
about
tell
this?
you right now, it's about MI5 now. I'm telling you right now, Gary Oldman is fucking tremendous in it. He's like stinking, slobby, just rips every cunt now, but doesn't give a fuck.
Aye.
Watch it. Watch your first couple of episodes. and-
Apart from his stinking slobby, but that just sounds a bit like you, Chrissy. So.
Well, no, it probably does with this. Just because I get my feet done doesn't mean I'm slobby, you know what I mean?
I didn't realise it was based on a book.
Uh,
Just seen it.
So I'm on the 3rd season now. Last night I was watching like episode 4 or something. Oh, the platter coming out of Gary Oldman is unbelievable. Isn't it, Greg?
I
See
can't
when he
believe
just
I've never
farts
heard
on them
it.
and just leave it. Like, honestly, like, they're all high up cunts in MI5 and all that, and he's just like farting on them and all that. Let that linger a bit. And all that. Just had
I have a lot of time for
just
that.
had a tandoori curry, you better let that settle and all that. And like, they're all posh cunts just like walking away and all that. But he's really good in that. So,
Tremendous.
what else? What else am I watching?
I went back onto Stranger Things to finish that. I never finished it. And do you know
I'm
what?
not
It doesn't really I sit and watch it, and I don't think I really like it, to be honest. with you.
My son's ball deep in it, and I tried to watch it to catch up with him, and then I was just like, this is mega wank,
It
man.
remembers me a few different things when I'm watching it all the time.
Aye.
So like the new hits and stuff like that, because it's
Nightmare on Elm Street.
aye, all that
as well, aye.
kind of stuff.
It does.
But I watched it, but I didn't love it.
Nah, folk rave about it too, don't they?
Aye.
I just don't like it because it's got Rangers in the title.
No, I like a bit of that, Those About to Die, but my missus tries to watch it with me, and then she just falls asleep on the
What's
couch.
that?
Just Romans and that. Got Anthony Hopkins in it.
Aye.
Aye, he's good. He's good in it.
Anthony Hopkins. Fucking hell, man.
Aye. That's
Well, he's-
decent, like.
I love it. See, when you get an old actor that starts to get a wee bit of a renaissance with like a new character, like Costner with Yellowstone, he's just brought out that epic fucking 2 movie thing. He's brought it out, I've seen it. Like,
Well,
actors from back in the day.
He's Caesar in this, and he's good.
Aye.
He's a good ruthless Caesar, mate. I like a bit of Romans, eh?
Anthony Hopkins.
Hopkins is Caesar. Aye. He makes the fucking big shouts, like. He decides who lives and dies. I like a bit of that.
Aye.
So,
I like Hopkins, man. Hopkins.
It's got the big cunt, what's his name? Massive bodybuilder with like tattoos, and he's heeding that. You'll know him the second you see him anyway. He's in it too. He's one of the.
talk about like he's huge.
Aye, just a fucking gigantic guy. He's in it as well. It's
Those
one of the
About to Die,
gladiators.
that's called.
Aye, it's decent, mate. I like it. I like a bit of that. A lot of like the horse racing stuff and things like that. It's not just gladiators and fucking hatting cunts up. A lot of shagging.
Did you
A lot of
watch?
gays in it.
Aye.
Aye, unusual for me
Well,
to watch that, but
Romans and Greeks, that's where it all started.
they
wasn't it?
loved a bit of boy riding, eh?
Aye.
They were mad into it. So, aye.
Ever watched tranny porn?
No, for a good while. My younger brother was mad into it, mate. Eh, he's a closet. He's in a special hospital now that he can't leave.
The
But-
Kill Tony, Greg, where like he's got the guy up and he's like, I'm watching soft porn now.
Aye, I seen that.
And then Gillis is like, Trump that. This is what we're doing now, soft porn. We had tranny porn going on.
See Shane Gillis, he's in the new Eminem fucking music video in that.
Is he?
Aye,
Gillis,
he's
isn't he?
everywhere, mate.
Absolutely
He's so
killing it,
good, eh?
Aye.
He's doing so.
He's-
That Tires was decent too.
You know me.
Adam Ray, I talked to him. Aye.
Aye.
Adam Ray's good though as well, isn't he? Like him?
Is that the
Does-
guy
does
that dressed
Dr.
up
Phil?
Dr. Phil and he
done-
done Joe Biden?
Ah,
He's great as well,
he's,
man.
he's good. He's quick on the matter now.
Aye. You see that Joe Biden kind of
He's still
half
alive.
smile?
You know, his eyes,
Aye.
isn't it?
Oh, we're going to Patreon. Just so you know, that was me.
That's a quick,
That was like,
Is that an hour already?
aye, mate.
Fucking hell.
So join us there for.
the dark shit, man.
Aye, you thought we got racial on this one.
Crystal's
You
getting
wait.
his asshole out. We're going to dig. We're going to dig deep.
Bad things gonna
Get
happen.
a cage where it loves on, Chrissy. We're
Young
about to
Lou-
have a good time.
Young Lewis
There's
is
no
leaving.
broke in yet, bro.
Young Lewis
Aye,
is
they will be.
leaving, so it's fucking now or never for him. So-